Yo, what's going on, guys? DJS here, Collectivekicks.com. Wanted to bring you guys this week's weekly recap. It is Monday, the 16th of February, and I haven't done a weekly recap in a couple weeks. I apologize. Out of town in Hawaii, and then just, I don't know. I'm making them excuses, but I'll try to stay on top of these videos for from now on. But let's go ahead and get into the news. Lots of stuff, obviously, with All-Star Weekend. Let's go ahead and take a look. So, Air Max Pro Streak available, NJ McGowan. Did an article on that if you guys are interested in those. PSNY Air Jordan 10 first look. There was a fashion show that basically they surfaced, and also they had a little teaser image with the PSNY on the back tab of the shoe of the Air Jordan 10. So interesting look. They're definitely going to be limited. They're not going to be a wide release because of the collaboration aspect of it. So it's kind of unfortunate, but it is what it is. Prototype Kyrie ones, were they available on the Nike app, sneakers app, and they look really dope. Unfortunately, they weren't actually available. I know that there wasn't Photoshop because I actually took the screenshots. If you go into the article and see, and the link in the description will take you to the website. But basically, they were available to buy. It said buy on the image, and then when you clicked it and actually tried to check out, it took you to the deceptive red Kyrie. So they weren't actually available, but what a kind of a cool concept that they like create a prototype and actually release the prototype version. That actually is something that is pretty rad, as long as the prototype is something complete enough where it's not like a safety hazard or whatnot. But you can see the back heel cup is different, and just the materials look a little bit lighter. Also, the sole looks pretty much the same, though a little bit of variation on the back side of it, but pretty cool nonetheless. Air Jordan 10, Bulls Over the Broadway, Lady Liberty, detailed video I posted yesterday about the two pairs of sneakers that dropped over All-Star Weekend. Pretty cool, and just definitely one of those things that's like you can't tell from images of the quality of the sneakers. It really does help to have them in person. Orange Grain Air Force One custom from Recon Beat Lab. My buddies over there sent me a bunch of exclusive pictures of those Air Force Ones. Really, really crazy wood grain job on them. And then you see that there's a split down the middle, and it's orange on the inside. And I was asking him why they did that, and he said it was like an old trick, a Nike running trick. Actually, he said that when you run, you see wood grain, but then on the inside you'll see orange. So it will be wood grain, orange as they're running, and it kind of causes a little confusion to the people around. Thought that was a really cool story. Fortunately, Kelly did not get to play in the All-Star game that he was supposed to be in, and so we couldn't actually sport him on the court. But pretty cool nonetheless for that like kind of exclusive look if you wanted to check that out. Gentry23 gives away a Nike Foamposite on Twitter. Really cool that he did that. You can see from the picture where they were left where he was, and he put the 23. Gentry is a Nike employee. He used to be Jordan Brand employee, and then he actually took a pretty high role in Nike sportswear. Somebody I follow on Instagram or on Twitter, and back when the penny Foamposite pack was coming out, he basically tweeted back to me confirming that it was going to be in a pack before anybody really knew. So I thought that was pretty rad. And he also did suggest that there's another pair of foams coming that I'll show you guys in just a second as well. But really cool dude. And I wish I could actually meet him in person and pick his brain, because he'd be definitely one to do that. I actually need to reach out to some people and see if that's possible, because I'd like to chop it up with him and just have a lunch and chat about sneakers. Would be super fun. Even better, get a tour of his house. How rad would that be? With seeing his sneaker collection would be insane, man. But anyway, available now, the Saucony 9 or G9 Control Premium Pack. Those, all three of them look sick. The gray and the pink pair is one that I want. They didn't sell out right away, but they're available now. If you want to go check the article out, you can purchase. I also put them on Instagram just because it was a pack that I saw coming and I really thought they looked dope. I didn't pull the trigger yet on the gray and pink pack, but it's one that I want to get. This last week was so ridiculous with sneakers. I did an article on my top 10 sneakers from All-Star Weekend. A lot of sneakers were displayed, such as the Foamposites and the ones below them, the Sharpie Foamposites, and the real photo Air Jordan 29s, and they had a whole bunch of just random ones. Some Nike IDs and stuff that they actually got for All-Star Weekend as well. So kind of cool things. And Nike and the NBA Vine did like a 360 view of them. So if you go to the article, you can see all of them that I posted. The Sharpie Foamposite releasing. This is a possibility of something that can actually drop. If you guys didn't know the story, in '97, Penny was not allowed to wear the shoes because they were all one color, and they had to be, I think, a 50-50 mix of colors or team colors or something to that effect, but they couldn't be all blue. So he actually took a Sharpie and colored in the Foamposite material to make it so it was league playable. And that kind of is a cool story, and it's one that kind of is going to make its way to retailers eventually, which I think is a kind of a cool story myself. It's one that I would buy, especially as a Penny Foamposite fan, and the royal blue colorway is my number one shoe that I just love. I have 2 pairs of them from the last retro, just a shoe that I absolutely love. So having a variation like that with a cool story, pretty cool, pretty fun. Under Armour Clutch Fit Drive Low, available if you guys want to check that one out, or maybe not available, but it's I don't know. Check out the article. I didn't write the article, but it is around. The Tan Force Vector black brand shoe. Those look actually pretty sick as well. NJ did an article on those as well. And then also the Adidas unveils 2 new models if you guys were curious about those. Crazy Light Boost 2015 and then the Future Star Boost. Check the article if you want to see both of them. Also, NJ, nice job on all the articles, NJ. Appreciate it. Did an article on the Adidas All-Star Pack, and those ones are available. I actually saw some of them at the Adidas employee store. I did a haul video earlier today if you guys wanted to check that out. I didn't pick up the Rose Boost. I wanted to get the Lillard All-Star Pack, but they had them for full price. They didn't have them under retail, so I was kind of bummed by that. Anyway, we do have the Collective Thoughts for February edition. If you're curious about this, go check out the article. It's well written, and it's basically a handful of questions that PJ asks the writers, and then we answer them based on what we think, like what's on foot today and what we thought about the Yeezys and so on. What's our favorite all-star shoe? Those type of questions, and then you see a bunch of answers from a bunch of the writers on there. So cool article if you guys want to go check that out and support Collectivekicks. Appreciate it. Is it Tasha Marie, Sneakerhead Girl, a Dream Girl? Chicago Soul did an article on her. She has quite a nice setup in that room there of sneakers, as you can see. Pretty cool. But he did an article on that. And you can see some video footage of her talking about her sneaker collection and some images and whatnot. I like the approach, though. Definitely a different approach for the website, which is something that's good. It's something I wanted to do in the past, and I never expanded on it. I actually wanted to start something on Instagram called Collective Chicks. Collective Chicks would have been a cool hashtag, I thought, and it was like kind of a spotlight for female sneakerheads, but I didn't get around to doing anything with that. Could be something forward, future thinking, where I could do articles of like this month's Collective Chicks or something like that, and like showcase all of the pictures. If there's any writers that is actually listening to this that think that this is something that we could do, I could promote it, and then if they could write up the articles, that would be cool. Yeah, maybe like have some of the writers reach out to me and we can figure it out. Leave your comments though, and let me know what you guys think. It's just kind of another aspect to the website that would be fun. Collective deals, sneakers, joggers, and more. I posted that on 2/14. A lot of sneaker deals, especially for the holiday, and even today there's a bunch of deals out there. Lots of joggers for between $30 and $70 for decent ones. This is a really important article, and I wanted to do a full video on this, but I didn't do it because I just didn't have time because there was too many other videos that I have going on right now. But I might still end up doing one of these next week. But it's the Nike Sneakers app and how to get an access code. A lot of people have been hitting me up about this. A lot of people want to know how to get an access code. They don't really understand how the process works. I got hit up so many times on Instagram and Twitter that I just decided to make an article. And for those wondering how to access it, check out the article. Hopefully it was helpful. It really goes through the process from beginning to end. Unfortunately, there's a big waiting process between when you apply for to get a code and when you actually get it. It can be 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, a week or more. I did get a reply. One of the ways is you can by following Nike Store on Twitter, and I got a direct message with a code randomly first, and then 4 days later or something, I got a code sent to me on my email, and I already gave that code out to another sneaker guy You guys know who he is, I'm sure. But it's I am TMC 11. I gave him my code because I had an extra one, and we were texting back and forth, so I hooked him up with that. Anyway, so check out that article if you guys are curious. Early countdown links. I posted a ton of these, so I'm not going to get into details, but posted them for the 15th and pretty much every day last week, which there was a ton of days, so it was and a ton of releases. It's just been crazy. Damian Lillard slays it on Sway in the Morning. You want to hear his freestyle rap, dude? The dude is ridiculous, and it was definitely a dope moment. Like if you just hear him, it's just kind of like a little journey through what he's been through and where he's at and stuff. It's just a cool freestyle, definitely one that I appreciate, and I think everybody else does out there as well. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. Definitely worth it. Pure Boost 2 versus Pure Boost 1. Check out my video review there if you guys are curious. There's some positives to the Pure Boost 2, and then there's definitely some negatives as well, in my opinion. We get a first look at the LeBron Palmer player exclusive LeBron 12 Low. First look, you can see the different tooling on the soles. They finally went a different route. I think that's a great thing. But as I looked closer, it looks like they're still using the Zoom pods from the LeBron 12s. And I don't like the Zoom pods on the shoes. I think that it's super gimmicky and they just don't work very well. They're kind of uncomfortable. On the LeBron 12s, they're actually fine. On the Hyper, whatever the heck they were that I had, the crosses or whatever I had, I actually sold my pair because they were just horrible. They were just super duper uncomfortable. So hopefully they're comfortable, but I like the fact that they're using a different tooling on the bottom instead of the same sole as they've used for the last 3 years on the LeBron low tops, which I have to say, though, even though they've used the same one, they're extremely comfortable. So it is kind of a catch-22. But glad they're moving on, and this LeBron on Palmer colorway is just bananas, and of course that's not going to be available. It's going to be probably a player exclusive that we won't see, but really cool nonetheless. The Xeno Adidas ZX Flux. I did a review of these, showed the reflective test on them. Absolutely insane, super bonkers. One of the best releases in All-Star Weekend. A lot of people were suggesting, and they will be more widely available. A lot of the stores didn't get a full size run. There's some delays of some sorts, so I will be on top of it. And as soon as I see them available, I will post on Twitter and Instagram, letting you guys know. Hopefully, we'll find out eventually. But those things are super duper crazy. I hope that they take the Xeno technology and expand on it because the reflectiveness of that, especially in the price point, blows the other reflective sneakers out of the water, in my opinion. Just such a unique look. More countdown links. Obviously, there was a bunch of the releases. What do you guys think? And that maybe that if you guys want to be a little interactive, leave some comments. And I tweeted about it earlier. What were the top 2 releases that you guys thought happened from All-Star Weekend? There was probably 50 releases All-Star Weekend. Bulls Over Broadway, Lady Liberties, the Xenos, the Yeezys, the All-Star Pack, basketball, a lot of the Jordan 30-year anniversary, the AJ Brad Lowe's. There was so many pairs. Which ones do you guys think took number 1 and 2 spot in your opinion? A lot of people said Yeezys and the Xenos, or the Yeezys and the Foamposites, or whatever it might be. Leave a comment, let me know. Detailed look at the low top Yeezy Boost. I think those are sick. They definitely look like Roshi runs, and they have a Roshi run with a Boost bottom though. I love Boost a lot. I mean, a lot. So for me, I think that's a win. I like the look overall. I don't like the Yeezy high tops. I still haven't come around to those. I mean, if I got a pair, 100% honest, I would sell them just to get the profit from them because they're selling for crazy amounts. It's not a shoe that I see myself rocking, which is funny because I'm a straight up casual wear kind of dude, but not something in my interest. However, these Boost lows, you put the Yeezy name in front of it or not, I like what I see, and those ones will be ones that I definitely want to try to cop. Both colorways of the lows. So it is what it is. But yeah, I definitely like what I'm seeing. The KD7 Weatherman first look, underwhelming is what I think of it first, and I think Nike ID, and then like the pattern being available on Nike ID, I just unfortunately just does not look like a very nice colorway. In my eyes, you guys leave some comments. Let me know what you guys think. But just I don't know what it is about the KD7. But everything that I see now is just like it looks like something Nike ID is gonna have. Which can be a good or a bad effect, I guess. The gold Foamposite 1 release gets a release date in March. If you had the sneakers app, though, they snuck a release online, and I missed it. I was sleeping. I woke up early for some releases and then went back to bed, and I missed it. I was so pissed. But they did have the gold Foamposites available online, and they also had the Chrome Posits available as well as everything else that's releasing. The sneakers app is awesome, dudes. I might actually do a video just explaining it more. If you guys actually want to see a video on the sneakers app and my thoughts on it, as well as like showing the tutorial on how to get it, leave a comment, let me know. The Wheat LeBron 12s EXTs coming. What do you guys think about that? It's kind of a nod to the LeBron Zoom Generations. They had or no, was it the second colorway? I can't remember. They had a colorway of the Wheats from one of the first two. I can't remember which one of the Wheats, and it's kind of a nod to those. Kind of cool. And I don't know what the price point's going to be. I bet $250, unfortunately, with the EXT in front of it. And the Adidas original Kanye West unveiling video, Yeezy Season 1. I had tickets to go to the Seattle showing of it where they did a live stream and showed the entire thing, and I'm glad I passed on it because it would have been a 3-hour drive up there for nothing. I don't know, dude. I'm not high fashion. I get what he's going for, the whole fashion show thing, and for that, it's commendable, but if you're looking at kids wanting to rock some of this stuff in school, they'd probably be sent home, especially the nude chick leggings stuff. You can't wear that at school for the chicks. And a lot of the dude stuff, I'm just it looks like a 70s sci-fi movie, Logan's Run. If you've never seen that movie, that's what it reminds me of. And I love that movie. It was a badass movie. But so kind of interesting, but definitely not something I'm interested in. Penny rocking the unreleased Nike Penny 6. I think those look sick. They kind of look like LeBrons. They have some Foamposites on them, and as well as the same upper material as the LeBrons and everything else. So pretty rad. And then also we saw the LeBron 12 all red colorway of the 12s with the interesting pattern on those. Kind of reminds me of the snakeskin, or not the snakeskin, the Yeezy kind of red Kobe KRMs with that, but just a different take on that. I'm curious to see what the release is on those. If they were a limited release, they'd sell out instantly. If they're a GR, they're not gonna, sell. It's just the way it goes. And All-Star Weekend proved that. All of the limited stuff sold out instantly, and all the GR stuff, some of it sold, some of it did not. I did an article on sneaker quality versus price, and what is the break point like for you as a consumer. It was an interesting article. I wanted to just talk about it, and it was pretty well received, and I'm glad to see that because I like to do articles like that. Or discussions like that. So check out the discussion if you guys missed it. There's a link there, or you can go to my YouTube channel. Early links for some of the other shoes that dropped. The De La Souls, I forgot those dropped as well, which somebody wanted, playing on to the previous article, a lot of people were asking me about my thoughts on the Nike SBs because the price point was driven up to 150 from 110, 120 previous to 150, man. And then the quality is not even that good on them, and I have to say that's true. For the Dunk Luxes that dropped, their premium materials, quilted leather linings, 150, and then you have the De La Souls were 150 with really crappy looking leather. I don't know, man. I definitely didn't get the Dunk De La Souls, even though I wanted them. Just the price point was just a turnoff to me, so I didn't get them. I was quite unfortunate because it was definitely one on my hit list, but. Also, horrible timing, man. Releasing those over All-Star Weekend was a big mistake. They should have gone 2 weeks later, and they would have sold out probably. But it's one of those. If they go on sale, I'll buy them. But 150, I'm like, nah, I'll pass for right now. Converse Cons Breakpoint Collection. If you're interested in that article, Smiley wrote that one. Shout out Smiley. I do have an unboxing of a Nike ID that she designed because during my internal contest of Nike IDs. That I had just for my riders, she won the contest, and so I have a pair coming pretty soon for that. So look out for an unboxing next week, hopefully, or the week after. Under retail, the Air Jordan 29 Year of the Goat, 189 shipped. I'm bummed I missed out on my own deal I posted. I actually wanted those. I still want those, but I don't want to pay retail. I want to pay a little bit less, but those are so sick to me. I love the 29s. They're super duper comfortable, and that's by far the sickest colorway of the 29s in my opinion that have dropped. Even including the photo reels, I'd rather have these. They just look amazing, and I know that the prices will eventually go down. Hype was really high on them, and then they were really, really widely available, and because of it, Hype died, and it's a perfect opportunity for people like me to be able to pick those up. Also, timing on those were just rough. This month has been rough in general. Early links and available early. The KD7 Aunt Pearl was available. It sold out on sneakers and stuff, which is a legitimate authorized website from the UK for those that ask. Let's see, Wear Your Kicks featuring Nightwing and Jumpman 23. PJ did an article on that. If you guys are interested in see what they have to say, check out that article. Nice little collaboration article from PJ. Appreciate him for reaching out and doing something like that. Nice to do some original content like that. I really commendable. And Nike launches the sneakers app, which we've already talked about. And more early releases. Geez, on 212, there was a whole bunch of other ones. The KD Floral is another one I forgot about. That one's another really, really dope release that I did not get, that I wanted, but the price point being 200 and all the other things out there, I would have bought them for 100, 150, 130, but 200 was too much. I didn't do it. I regret it because they look super duper sick. But hopefully maybe one of those ones I can add on later. But just trying to slow down buying sneakers, it's been tough. There's so many releases that have happened. And then the Yeezys, will they be limited or a general release? The general release happened or will happen on the 28th of the month, and the rumored release was 3,000 pairs, but it ended up being 9,000, as Yeezy confirmed himself. But it's going to be a general release, and there will be more available. So people are paying a stack plus right now. After the major release in another 2 weeks, the price will drop probably like to 7 or so, and then who knows what the price will be. But it's interesting to see people paying like $1,000 for those things. Pretty ridiculous. More early releases. Those Dunks were pretty rad in the Air Force Ones, but just too many other things happening. Nike Dunk burnished leathers, those happened as well. Super sick. Bummed I didn't get those. I really wanted them and just didn't get a chance to get them. And I don't know. For the Dunks, those ones look absolutely amazing. And those are the ones I would definitely get rather than the De La Souls, just because of the quality alone. And you can't see it, but it's quilted leather liner as well, which is super sick. Return to the Hair Jordan campaign happened, so obviously the AJ7 hairs are happening. Smiley did that article. And 20% off of Saucony's. That actually was a dope deal, and unfortunately that clearance price sale was over. I wish it was still going on, but that one is over now. More early releases. Kanye calls out Nike during the Grammy weekend. That was kind of ridiculous. And I quoted what he says. I wanted to just talk to the Portland, Nike Portland or whatever real quick. Blah, blah, blah. Like should Nike be scared of Kanye West? That's what he's saying. I was like, oh, come on, dude. Get out of here. Anyway, there's a lot more articles, as you can see. Is Jordan Brand producing more inventory in 2015? Smiley did an article on that. Her thoughts on that. Black Brand sneakers at Jimmy Jazz. I'll go one more page and then I'm going to go ahead and stop it because there's just too many articles to cover. But go to the website and check out the rest. I did my top 10 Kobe 10 designs the other week. Lots of Kobe 10 designs that I really liked. I actually ordered one of them, so I will have an unboxing of a Kobe 10 Nike ID as soon as I get it. OG Chicago Retro 1 rumored release date. Hopefully remastered. Looks pretty legit. I know people will be fiending for that, even though we just saw a Chicago AJ, the AJKO, and so on and so on. More about the Yeezy Boost, more collective deals, lots of collective deals that were happening. These ones are 20% off, so they're $120 instead of $150, which is pretty nice for the racers, and so on and so on. So that's pretty much it. We'll leave you guys with that. If you guys want to check out more on the website, collectivekicks.com in the description. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you guys for some more videos soon. Check back soon. There's a whole bunch of videos I got planned this week. Hopefully I won't do more than one or two a day, but we'll catch you guys soon. Later, guys. Peace.